whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing out the hook of force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira whakarongo pi kari kari mai. Hare hare mai, o Taringa hare hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody. Gather up close everybody. Kani move that body. Kani move that body.
Tēnā rā tātou e te iwi, nau mai hoki mai ki Taringa, and a big Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year to you. That's actually the happy birthday song.
Yeah.
Yeah. But never mind.
Ka whai.
Ngā mihi o te tauhou Pākehā.
Ai.
I know some people, they go to say tauhou, but they end up saying tauhou, which means new bum.
Oh,
Tauhou, it should be tauhou.
I whenau e. Oh, no? I don't know.
But ngā mihi o te tauhou Pākehā. So, Happy New Year. And as we were saying, if you're going by the Gregorian calendar, it is Happy New Year. But the Matariki calendar, Māori Maramataka starts in after Matariki, but e pai ana, we can say Happy New Year with the Gregorian calendar. And koenei te wā o te aha, o te raumati, and I know some of you are probably still on holiday.
Ngā rā o te matiti.
So you're very, very lucky that we've come in to record, you know. We're not at the beach, you know, we're not having a picnic. Nah, kei te ahuru kahue, because we pre-record these, but... E mihi atu ana ki a koutou nau mai hoki mai. Kiwaha. And how tātāua kiwaha?
Ko tā tāua ki waha, i te rangi nei ko te e poko.
Ooh.
E poko.
Kōrero anō?
E poko.
Ooh. E poko e te iwi, and e poko sort of means like, oh, bugger.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Oh, shade.
Oh, shade.
And it's actually a cuss, or I wouldn't say it's really a kanga. It's a shortened version of poko kohua, I think, but it's not as intense as poko kohua, which is one of the curses we have in, not curses like witch curse, but like kanga.
Yeah.
And e poko means bugger or damn or yeah, they're like, oh, e poko, I got a flat tire.
Yeah.
Or, oh man, e poko, I'm stuffed after doing an hour on the treadmill. Or, oh, got $10 for some gas. Oh, nah, oh, e poko.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or, e poko, I've run out of gas. So,
Yeah.
Yep, and I must say it is actually it's become a bit more popularised, but it's a kiwaha that I heard my kaumātua using. And I think it's actually unique to us, but it's actually become quite widely spread now.
Yeah.
E poko. Say, e poko.
E poko.
Yeah, and we have a little inside competition that we do when we do launch te kiwaha o te wiki.
Yeah, and I'm useless.
We see how many times we can use it through the episode. So
Yes.
this one I think will be a bit difficult to use. Yeah.
We'll give it a go.
Yeah. Give it a go. Hoi anō, e mihi atu ana ki a koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
And we are back to Iwi o te Wiki. And
Iwi
today...
o te wiki.
Alright. Today we're gonna have a kōrero with Paraone
Wow.
about his iwi, Ngati Raukawa.
Yes, we were thinking, we've done how many of these iwi o te wiki? Well, I didn't actually want to do my iwi because, you know, I don't want to talk about myself. But because, we'll be honest, because the other iwi fell through.
Yep, a few times.
Yep. We thought must be a tohu. So
tohu.
I'm going to be the guest speaker. So thank you for welcoming me here, Tariao.
Yes, nau mai. Nau mai ki tēnei whare o.
And koenei tā tātou kaupapa.
Yeah,
Ngāti Raukawa.
Ngati Raukawa. And so I think we'll just start off with the boundaries of Ngati Raukawa here haera.
So this is going to be Ngāti Raukawa episode 1. And why I say that is because the borders of Ngāti Raukawa are quite widespread. And over, say, probably the past 10 years, myself and others have popularised the saying Raukawa ki uta and Raukawa ki tai. And I'll talk a little bit about Raukawa ki tai maybe later, but I'm going to talk about Raukawa ki uta. And we've been referred to by our cousins down in the south, down in Otaki and Horowhenua and Manawatu as Raukawa na matahi.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and we are the descendants of Raukawa or Ngāti Raukawa who didn't go and migrate alongside Ngāti Toa,
Yeah.
and which has been covered in a previous episode by Kahu when he talked about Ngāti Toa in there. So the boundaries of Raukawa ki Uta would start at Te Wairere Falls.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the northern eastern boundary marker. Mm-hmm. So from Wairere Falls, it pretty much follows the Kaimai Ranges.
Oh, yeah.
Down the Kaimai Ranges to Hautere, and then from Hautere to a place we call Te Kuaha o Raukawa.
Okay, whea tēnā.
Taringa marae. So if you were to drive from Tiro to Rotorua,
Yeah.
you go through a place called Fitzgerald Glade, and that's another boundary marker there. And Hautere's up there, it's a maunga in the forest there.
Oh, yeah.
And then just before you get into Rotorua, as you're coming down, like before the big roundabout coming from Hamilton or Tiro, ka hipa koe tētahi marae, you go past the marae on your right, up on the hill there, and it's called Taringa.
Oh, okay.
And those people there, while they identify as Te Arawa, they're whakapapa, they're also half Raukawa. And that used to be and still is the traditional boundary there. And then from there, we go over to Horohoro.
Oh, yeah.
Te Horohoro inga o ngā ringa o Tia. So Tia, who named Taupo Nui a Tia, there's a place there where he washed his hands. Oh, not where he washed his... Well, he did. He washed his hands, and he had a karakia and a pure. I think we may have talked about pure.
I don't think we have.
We haven't? Oh, maybe that might be for another
Be
episode.
One. Yeah.
So he washed his hands there. So from there to Horohoro to Te Whanau Whaita, which is another location, then on to Pohaturoa. When you drive from Tokoroa to Taupo, when you go over the Waikato River, there's a maunga rocky outcrop.
Oh, yeah,
It stands like a sentinel. Yeah. Which is on your left side going towards Taupo. It's quite a unique, you can't miss it. Pohaturoa, so that's another marker there. And then from Pohaturoa, we go to Taupo.
Oh, true. So it spreads that far.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And again, a lot of the hapu in that boundary are half Tuwharetoa, half Raukawa.
Yeah.
And that is known as Te Pai o Raukawa. And it goes to a place called Ngā Mati Hao Tamatehura, which is their markings on the cliff face in Lake Taupo. Now, depending who you talk to, and a lot of the kōrero that I've been told, it actually goes, the boundary for Te Pai o Raukawa goes to a rock at the mouth of Kuratau Stream, which is actually quite south, quite close to Tūrangi actually.
Oh,
and you'll find a lot of those hapu in there, they are half Raukawa, half Tuwharetoa.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, from Ngā Mati Hao o Tamatehura to Titi Raupinga, and then Titi Raupinga to Whare Puhunga, and then Whare Puhunga to Maunga Tautari, and then Maunga Tautari back to Te Wairere.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so that's the traditional boundary of Raukawa. And then in the south, our cousins, they talk about mai waitapu ki rangataua, and mai miria te kakara ki kuku tauaki.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wanted to just say that, but not talk too much about our whanaunga down there. I'd rather let them talk about
Maratua, Maratua.
Ki te tonga, because I might say something out of place. But that's a generic saying anyway, from Raukawa ki te tonga, or Raukawa ki tai. And I always like to include them because I think we're a unique iwi in that we're in two separate places.
Quite far too, eh?
Yeah, like way far.
Yeah, like hours.
Yeah, hours, like a good 4-hour drive, at least 5 even. But that's due to, you know, what's happened over time in history and stuff like that. Yeah, so Whare Puhunga, where I referred to, that's my section of Raukawa. So then we break it down again.
Okay.
So while we're known as collectively as Ngāti Raukawa or Raukawa, then you've got those two factions.
Yeah.
Raukawa ki Uta and Raukawa ki Tai, or Raukawa ki te tonga, or te au ki te tonga, and they're also known as way back Raukawa ki Kapiti.
Oh,
some of the old books.
Yeah.
And then within Raukawa ki Uta, you've got Raukawa ki Whare Puhunga, Raukawa ki Pane Hākua, which is
okay.
north Maunga Tautari.
Yeah.
Raukawa ki Maunga Tautari. Raukawa ki te Kaukaro Pātetere.
Yeah.
And then Raukawa ki te Pai o Raukawa.
Why were those? So, ka noho hapu era ki roto i a Raukawa?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
some people refer to their iwi as Ngāti Raukawa or Raukawa, and then they'll refer to their section of Raukawa as a hapu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's a regional thing. It's a regional. So all of those places, they're all named after pou whenua. So Whare Puhunga is a pou whenua, Maunga Tautari is a pou whenua,
Yeah.
Panehākua, Te Kaukauroa, and Te Pai o Raukawa, those are all pou whenua,
Yeah.
or markers, I should say, which symbolise the mana of Raukawa in regards to the connection of Raukawa or Ngāti Raukawa to the whenua. So koina te pepeha, or that's the boundary. And there's not really one pepeha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I was in Raukawa ki te Pai o Raukawa, my pepeha would be different. It's
To-
different. Yeah, so they'd use Pohaturoa
Oh, okay.
as a maunga and probably Waikato as their awa.
Awa.
Whereas Te Pai o Raukawa would be different again, you know.
Yeah.
And the same with Panehākua and the same with Whare Puhunga. So there isn't one, but one that would be overarching would be ko tainui te waka, ko hoturo te tangata,
Yeah.
ko Raukawa te iwi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so, tēnei i ngā Raukawa.
Mm.
Rongonui i roto i te ao Māori, engari, no whea te rā ingoa. Ko
Yeah.
wai te tupuna.
O i whakaingoatia te pepe a Mahinarangi, a tūrongo rāwa ko Mahinarangi. And that's quite a long love story.
Yeah.
But to cut a long story short, Tūrongo was meant to marry, his bride-to-be was Ruapūtahanga, no ngā iwi o Taranaki.
Right.
And his brother, Whatihua, his older brother, tricked Tūrongo,
Tūrongo.
and he ended up getting Ruapūtahanga. And they married, and then Tūrongo pretty much left Kāwhia. That's where
Yeah.
they were living, that's where he had his whare. And went down to Te Tairāwhiti, to a place called Kahotea, at Roto Ātara, sort of, you know where Te Aute is, that's where,
Oh, yeah.
that's all Roto Ātara.
Oh, okay.
And te Roto Ātaraika, really.
Yeah.
And Mahinarangi was this, her beauty was famous, and she had the lineage of a tapairu. She was a tapairu,
Oh, yeah.
which I guess to find a definition of tapairu would be princess, perhaps even a queen. That's how we saw tapairu. So she was ariki tapairu. And they fell in love.
Yeah.
And at night, Mahinarangi, she would put on the perfume Raukawa. And some people think it's from a kawakawa tree. That is not a Raukawa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he rākau motuhake ke te
Oh, okay.
Raukawa.
Yeah.
But she would use the oils, and
Okay.
she'd bump into Tūrongo at night,
Yeah.
and he'd catch a whiff of her, and get a whiff of that perfume. It's the Gucci of the day. That was
Yeah,
the
the
Gucci.
flower bomb.
Yeah. Only ariki had that privilege of wearing the oils and things like that.
Okay.
And that's the reason why you knew someone was, not only by the way they looked, but, you know, the fragrance they had on.
Why was that?
I think it was the time that went into making the oils,
Oh, okay.
you know, the whole process of making the perfume.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the fragrance of Mahinarangi was Raukawa. They ended up eloping, and Mahinarangi, she had child. She was hapu.
Yeah.
And that's another story for another time, is when she walked all the way with her entourage from Roto Ātara via Wairoa, coming inland to Waikare Moana, then to Ruatahuna. And then according to our kōrero, following the river to Whakatāne, to Tauranga, and then over the Kaimai Ranges.
Oh, ki roto.
And then when she had the baby, there wasn't a better name other than Raukawa. And it's the name he got. So named after the perfume. Yeah, that was Tūrongo and Mahinarangi. They had Raukawa, and he had 3 sisters that aren't talked about.
Tūrongo o Raukawa?
Raukawa.
Oh, yeah.
So he had 3 sisters. But his children, he married Tūrongo Ihi, who descends from Te Arawa, and they had 4 children. Rereahu, and of Rereahu you have
Yes.
Ngati Rereahu,
Yeah.
Maniapoto,
Maniapoto.
also from Rereahu descends Ngati Haua, Ngati Koroki, there's lots come
Yeah.
off that. And then Whakatere, who became Ngati Whakatere, and then Kurawari, who was a girl. Kurawari the second was named after one of her sisters. And then the youngest was, Takihiku was the youngest of the children, and he had 5 sons. And most of the iwi that affiliate to Ngāti Raukawa or hapu that say that Ngāti Raukawa descend from Takieku, Kurawari and Whakatere.
Cool.
So that's us.
Kare anō kia rongo i ra ingoa. It sort of all makes more sense now.
So, ko mātou tērā. And yeah, I think while we're tainui,
Yeah.
when we go out as a iwi, we refer to as waikato. And I can sort of understand why, but, you know, we're not waikato. We went down the coast one time to a tangi. It was a tangi. And we were in Te Aitanga Mahaki. You know, I'd said to them, we Raukawa. And they kept calling us waikato. Anyway, I got up in one of my mihi and I turned around and said to them, Ngāti Porou. You know, Ruthie was saying before.
Oh, yes.
And they says, we're not Ngāti Porou, we're Te Aitanga Mahaki. And I said, well, yeah, we're not waikato.
Yeah, yeah.
So until you start calling us Raukawa or Ngāti Raukawa, I'm going to keep calling you.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah. It made them remember.
Quite fast.
But even when they're within the iwi, some are quite staunch to Raukawa. They won't say Ngāti.
Raukawa.
Yeah, some of my kaumātua are very staunch to that. No, we're not Ngāti Raukawa. Ngāti Raukawa are the ones that moved away from the traditional boundaries and went down south to Otaki and, you know, around there. So they stick to that. I use both. I either say Raukawa or
Ngāti Raukawa.
Ngāti Raukawa.
So you talked a bit about like how Ngāti Raukawa moved, how they sort of split up and moved with Ngāti Toa. Kia hei pērai?
That's because, firstly, Ngāti Raukawa and Ngāti Toa, they were always close allies from what I've known.
Yeah.
And that goes back to some famed tupuna of that time, one being Marangai Pāroa, who stopped that maunga tautari, and I don't know if you know the whakatauki, itipo kapua huna tini whetū ki te rangi. That comes from a saying of Marangai Pāroa when he was on his way to avenge the death of one of his whanaunga who was Ngāti Raukawa. And his whanaunga said to him when he arrived at maunga tautari, you know, you've only got a little war party. Sort of like the Te Iti a Motai saying, Marangai Pāroa said back to him, o he itipo kapua huna tini whetū ki te rangi.
Yeah.
A little cloud can hide many stars in the sky. The stars in this case being a metaphor for the chiefs. It goes back to those times and to some of the former wars and battles back in the day. Probably more so because Te Raupara, his mother, was Pare Kōhatu. She was Ngāti Raukawa, and he spent a lot of time at maunga tautari. He was brought up at maunga tautari for some time. And the chiefs, they were his relations, the rangatira of Ngāti Raukawa. So when it came to the time when Ngāti Toa had left, Ngāti Raukawa were invited down. That's how a lot of our whanaunga ended up
down there.
Down there. There was that sort of migratory period where a lot of Ngāti Raukawa were travelling down. They'd stay down there for a bit and then come back up this way, from what I've seen. I roto i aku rangahau. But some would stay on. And talking about one of our marae, ko Aotearoa te ingoa tētai o mātou marae. The name of our whare is Hoturoa, who's named after the captain of Tainui. And that whare Tāwhiao name, I think he done that because, or one of the reasons was he knew that Ngāti Raukawa wouldn't move, well, our section wouldn't move if he gave a name like that to the whare. Mana.
Yeah.
So we stayed on. So yeah, that's where that separation happened.
E tehi whakatauki o pepeha no roto i a koutou he haera?
There's quite a few sayings, pepeha, whakatauki. That was one I shared before. Probably one of the well-known ones actually comes from Pare Kārau, who was Ngāti Maniapoto.
Oh, okay.
And her brothers, Ngāti Maniapoto, they were unavenged and they had been killed at the hands of Ngāti Tama, Taranaki, te niwi no Taranaki. Anyway, they were cooked up in the old hangi. And actually, that's one I've heard. That's where the word hangi comes from. It's from ko te ha as your breath. Ngi comes from ngiha, which means to be burnt or cooked. And it's from when they used to cook the bodies of the enemy in the umu. But that was actually called a hangi. And when you uncovered it, the body, the mouth, the steam would be coming out of their mouths.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can,
Yep.
pretty picture.
That might, you might change to umu now, not use hangi.
Hangi.
But when the hangi was ready, well, they thought it was ready, when they uncovered it, her brothers, whakapau tangaroa and kahui tangaroa, their bodies were still raw.
Oh, okay.
And this was seen as a bad sign.
Yeah.
And the people said, who are going to avenge Mawai o korua mate e takitaki? And who will avenge your deaths? And Parekarau, she said, which became famous, he iti nā mōtai, he uri tama wahine. Tērā kei te rāwhiti e taka ana, māna, te one I hā kere kere e takahi. Which means from a descendant of Mōtai, a relation on the female side, who comes from the east, he will trample or traverse the sands of Hākerekere, and that was their pā, where their pā was.
Oh, okay.
Ended up, it was Kapu Manoa Whiti who avenged the deaths of his cousins.
Yeah.
And Kapu Manoa Whiti and his older brother, Haitapu Nui,
Right.
they left here actually from around, from Wharepuanga, and they went to Kakepuku, and then from there down to the west coast.
Oh, yeah.
But when they got to Mōkau, Kapu Manoa Whiti advised his older brother to go home. Haitapu Nui was the ariki, because Hai was so tapu, every time his shadow went on any food, they had to throw it away. No one was allowed to eat it. If his shadow touched certain things and people couldn't, he was too tapu.
Yeah, yeah.
So Kapu Manoa Whiti said to him, bro, I think you better go home. And he did. And he took a portion of the taua with him.
Oh, okay.
And that's where the whakatauki saying comes from, he whatinga ope, a mōkau. Meaning mōkau is a place where a war party separates.
Yeah.
Which has become a whakatauki I use for separation of a group or people on good terms. So it's a mutual agreement that the group separates, splits in two for the betterment of the whole.
Yeah. So
Haitapu Nui comes home and Kapu Manoa Whiti carries on with his ope, and he's only got half the ope, if that, because his older brother is the ariki, he can't let him go home by himself.
True.
So he sends half the ope with him.
Yeah.
Anyway, when he gets to the pā at Hākerekere, they say to him, they look at it and they see that, hey, he's only got a little war party. Now, what's going on here, bro? You're not going to do anything. And they say to him, he iti tō ngohi ka pau ke koe, which means you've only got a little band of warriors, little war party, you're going to get wasted. You're going to,
Yeah, yeah.
Ngohi is another word, one of our kupu for taua or ope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ngohi. And Kapu Manoa Whiti replies, and he uses what his cousin Parekarau says, but he changes it around. And he's at the place called Hākerekere.
Yeah.
He says, he iti nā mōtai tangata rau, e haere atu ana, e Hākerekere.
Ah, okay.
Well, there's only a little bit of us from Mōtai, ne? But when we go handi.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. And Hākerekere, he used it as a pun.
Yeah.
For the place they were at, and Hākerekere, he kupu anō te Hākerekere mo te mātini tutua mano. So he said, yeah, one of me is worth 100 of you, pretty much. That's my interpretation of what he said back. And they ended up storming the pā, and they got their revenge, and he returned. Yeah. Yeah, so koina tērā kōrero. When we started te kapahaka o Mōtai tangata rau, that became our saying.
Yeah.
That became our saying.
Yeah,
for the kapa, he iti nā mōtai, e haere atu ana e Hākerekere. I was a bit reluctant because it being he kōrero riri, it's something that was said in war.
Yeah.
But I've changed it, and I've said to the kapa, well, when we go and do things, if it's mahi a iwi...
All or nothing, yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, all or nothing. Go hard. If you're washing dishes, wash them like you're... There might be any one of you, wash them like there's 100 of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have people dodging dishes. Yeah. So, koina tētahi o nā tino kōrero.
Oh, yeah.
I roto I te iwi, no roto I te iwi. And then from there, yeah. So, and it still bears significance today, of course, in our kapahaka.
Yeah.
And I roto I ngā kōrero tuku iho. And ngā toko waru was the other one that used it.
Oh, okay.
So when we were warring with Waikato,
Yep.
o Ngāti Mahuta and ngā hapu o Waikato, ngā iwi o Waikato rānei Ngāti Mahanga, and we were defeated at Hopu Hopu, and Ngā Toko Waru was taken to Taupiri to see Te Putu, who was the ariki of Waikato then, and he had hidden a dagger in his tātua.
Oh, okay.
And when he went to hongi Te Putu, he stabbed him in the neck and said, hei iti nā mōtai.
Oh, true.
Yep. So, you know, exactly, it's like Game of Thrones, eh?
E mohi o te whānui te ana te rei nai nei. Tērā ko... Oh, kawa ko tērā kōrua ngari ko taua whakatauki.
Aye.
Yeah, now we've got a whakamārama to put to this whakatauki and...
Koina hoki.
Yeah.
You know, there's lots, there's te raurau iti a haere.
Yeah.
Koe rā kōrero katoa no roto i ngā kōrero tuku iho o Ngāti Raukawa. They all come from Ngāti Raukawa narratives. But half of, or even more, if you're tainui, you're probably Raukawa. You're descend from Raukawa.
Yeah, kare kore.
Exactly, and, you know, koina hoki, but just a caution on not being Ngāti Raukawa, because if you want to be Ngāti Raukawa, that's fine, but on whakapapa, I guess I always caution people, you know, learn your whakapapa, but be humble with it.
Yep.
You know, me whakaiti, me whakaiti. So he pērā anō, even talking now about Raukawa, even though I'm quite confident to speak about that tō tātou iwi o Raukawa, but it's quite a new thing, because, and then there's some kōrero I will keep and only share in the hapu space, because I've been told, oh, this is kōrero that we only talk about at home. Yeah. So hoi no, koe nā etahi o nā kōrero, and I think some of them, there might be some differing kōrero out there, like with the journey of Mahinarangi. Like, you know, some say that she comes through Rotorua, that she came that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we maintain that she came through Tauranga.
Yeah.
And up, you know, through Te Moana, Toi Bay of Plenty. So yeah, but so these are the stories how I've been told.
Tēnā koe i nei kōrero. Ko hora hei kai mā tātou.
Tēnā koe.
Yeah, mihi ana.
Did you enjoy that guest speaker, Tario?
Cool. Beautiful, like, blow my mind.
I pai taku kōrero ki a koe. Yeah, I pai. Hoi anō, we can't not speak about Raukawa and not have a waiata from Raukawa. So, e te iwi, you're in for a treat. We have a song by Noroto i tō mātou kapa o Mōtai Tangata Rau. Ko te ingoa nei, ko te iti a Mōtai. Oh no, was it called that? No, it's He iti nā Mōtai. No, who'll be listening going, yes! So koe nei te waiata, He iti nā Mōtai, and yeah, whakarongo mai.
mara, pupurutia kia mau. Hei tina mo tai e hakere kere, tina mo tai e hakere kere. Hei! Ha! Hia me hei!
Koina tā tātou hotaka i tēnei rangi nei.
Tika.
Tika. E ne rere tonu ana ngā mihi. And I hope everyone's being safe on the roads.
Yes.
And...
E poko. I forgot to use e poko.
Me hoki e poko e. Oh well, 1-1.
Yeah, exactly. And hope you're not using e poko too much.
Yeah.
Hoi anō, do use it when you can use it in the right time to use it. And e mihi nui ana kia koutou katoa me ngā kaupapa kōrero i te kaupapa kōrero i tēnei rā. And hope you enjoyed the waiata. And ko māua tēnei ko tariao e mihi atu ana tēnā koutou katoa, and have a wonderful hanuere, January.
Hei kona.
Yo, whakarongo ki te tangi a te korimako. Kōrero flowing at the hook force. Kaupapa relevant, kaupapa out of bounds, kaupapa exigent, kaupapa paramount. Nā kona whakapiri mai ki te kaupapa tino whakahira hira. Whakarongo pi kari mai, hare mai. O Taringa hare mai. We gotta gather up close everybody, gather up close everybody. Kani move that body, kani move that body.
Taringa, brought to you by Te Wānanga o Aotearoa. To listen to more episodes, search for us on your podcast app and subscribe. Taringa, whakarongo mai.